Hello and welcome everyone to my very messy attic room. I do apologise, I've got clothes drying in the background, so just ignore them. I have a fair tomorrow, it's specifically for the coronation. So I've been making some bubble braids that are, well, I've tried to incorporate the red, blue and white, which I will show a bit later. But I'm first needing to label up all of the upcycle clothing that I'd like to sell. And I think lots of people out there think, oh, I have to go and buy labels and make it all look nice and pretty. I like to make it look nice and pretty without having to spend the money to get the labels. And yes, they might only be $2.50, but I have so much cardboard lying around. It seems a bit ridiculous to buy separate little labels. So I've just been making my own and cutting them out to look something like this. I have a hole puncher, you will need that because that does make it look quite nice. And then I've got loads of little bits of string or ribbon. You know when you get a top and it has those tiny little bits of ribbon to help hang it up. I always cut those off and then I save them for times like this. So I'm very lucky I'm collaborating with two other people. They have a marquee, so I'll be getting there early to help set everything up. And they will be doing face painting, I'll be doing a little bit of hair braiding, so will my friend. We're going to be doing glitter, but I'm also going to be offering my hair clips that I've made, and I was thinking of ways that I could display, and I made some long columns that I can basically just slip all of them in, which hopefully will look quite nice hanging up against the marquee. So these are my, well, more adult sort of Gothic ones that I've got, and as you can see it's very easy to keep it on there. And how I'm going to fasten it at the top, I'm hoping right on the top of the marquee, just on one of the barriers. I've got some ribbon that I'm hoping that I'll be able to tie this to. I just made sure that I left like a buttonhole at the top there, or I can always put it on a hanger and then I can put this at the top of the hanger as well. I'll take lots of photos and everything for tomorrow. You never really know how it's all going to lay out until you actually get there. The main thing is just trying to remember all the little bits and pieces. Okay, so that is 4 boxes full of upcycled clothing. I now need to price up all of the upcycled shoes that I have. And I've got quite a few. So I think the more elaborate upcycled shoes, like these, I think I'm probably going to do for £45. These are definitely more sort of the steampunk look. I put a couple of cogs on there as well. So these were just completely plain red shoes to begin with. And I'll probably do the same for these as well. These are sort of, they turned out to be kind of Victorian. I don't know, it's a bit difficult to see. This was the original material and colour underneath. It was just grey, and then I managed to cut out a pattern for part of the shoe here, which was kind of a nice brown thin colour, which actually darkened it because of the colour underneath. And then I found this lovely trim that I decided to put on, so I thought when they walk it would look kind of cool. And I've had this sort of lace trim for a long time. This black bit was already on here, this bow, but I just added to it and put a little bit of the fringe there as well. But I'll probably do them for about £45 too. These I will probably do just for 25, only because they didn't take me very long to do. Putting the chain on probably only took about half an hour or so. So yeah, I think probably about 25 for those. Sometimes it's difficult to remember what I've got in all the boxes. Oh wow, yeah, I remember making these. These were fun to make. So these will definitely be 45 as well. So you'll be able to see just, this was the colour underneath, and it's velvet, which feels amazing. And then I just added all the trim on around here. These are a couple of steampunk cogs that you've got there as well. And again, you've got the sort of shimmery effect at the back there, and a little handmade little flower thing there as well. So I'll probably make a poster up and print it out with the prices, because obviously trying to label them up and sticking them on the shoes is a little bit more difficult. What have we got in here? Oh yeah, these were quite cute. Actually, you know what, I think they did take quite a long time to make as well. So yeah, I think again I'll do these for £45 as well. This is kind of like a suede, got a suede feel to it, and I don't know if you can see there, I got some sequins. I sewed them into that part. In the sunlight it glistens and looks really lovely. And then you can see I made a little flower there out of some material that I had, and then these are all the trims that I had as well, and then stuck on a few glitzy things to make it look a little bit more glamorous as well. So I think most of them are pretty much 45, apart from these, which I do as 25. So that's pretty simple. I can just make a little plaque that just says those prices. I can't quite remember what's in the other ones, but I'm guessing they'll probably be 45 as well. So that's not too bad. In fact, I probably don't really need to write that up until tomorrow. So I also try and take some extra boards and extra pens. Just, I know when I'm there I might be like, oh, I forgot to price these up, or oh, you know, I need to quickly do this, because it's a long day. It's 12 till 8, so I think we'll have a bit of time in the morning. We'll have about 2.5 hours in the morning to not only set up the marquee, but set up all the bits and pieces and get everything sorted. So I think what I'm going to do now is package all these up nicely and then make some bubble braids. So it's quite funny because this is the light stand that I had upstairs, and I noticed that I could actually hang it on the top here, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So I've used it ever since. It does mean that I have to stand up, but for me, I don't necessarily mind. I actually find that a little bit easier. Okay, now the fun part, getting all of this into my car.